So we are now going to do the same thing we did with parallel lines. We're going to learn how to write a line that's perpendicular to another line using the idea that perpendicular slopes are opposite reciprocals. So if we look at this example, write an equation for the line perpendicular to 5y minus x equals 10 that contains the point 15, negative 4. We are being asked to find an equation that is the perpendicular line to this. Okay, so a lot of our steps are the same. We're going to just start out the same way we did before. We have to find the slope of the line that's already being given. Okay, so this one's not in slope-intercept form. So for me to be able to determine that, I'm going to have to do a little bit of work here. Add the x to both sides, and then divide by 5. So when I do that, remember that this x really has a 1 in front of it, okay? That means that the slope is 1/5 x, and then I have plus 2. All I really care about, though, is this part. That's the slope of the given line, okay? Now, I need to be able to find an equation that has a slope of the opposite reciprocal, okay? If the opposite reciprocal that would be negative 5, because remember, negative 5 means the same thing as negative 5 over 1, so there's the reciprocal part. And then we have positive 1/5, and so we should have negative 5. So let's do this over here, and let's see if we get a slope that is that. If we don't, then we know that they are not perpendicular. Or if we don't, we will get that slope. We will use that slope, because that's what we have to use to make it be in slope-intercept form and to be perpendicular, okay? So we are going to use point-slope form. And we're going to plug in the slope that is the opposite reciprocal of the one that is on the original equation. We've already found that. We know it's going to be negative 5. The x and y values are going to get plugged in for x1, y1. So again, this is our x1, y1, and that's our m. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus negative 4, we're going to have to be careful there, equals negative 5 times x minus 15. This is both going to turn to plus. When I distribute, I'm going to get y plus 4 equals negative 5x. Negative 5 times negative 15 is positive 75. And then from here, I just need to subtract the 4. And I get y equals negative 5x plus 71. Okay, so I solve for y to get the equation into slope-intercept form. And so that is the line that would be perpendicular to this one. Okay? Their slopes are opposite reciprocals of each other, which is what we're looking for when we're looking for the equations of perpendicular lines.